Give me a thumbs up that you hear me when
you are good to go.
Okay. Well, hello, everybody. Good to be with all of you guys. Since we can't be together in the office, we're excited to be able to get together this way on a webinar. So I'm Dr. Kimberly Erb, and I'm going to give a couple more minutes for you guys to get on. And I wanted to say we actually were going to do this where I walked through the house and I took you in each room and kind of showed you our home and everything in our house. And I noticed that it probably wasn't going to work very well. And so are we good? Can you hear me? Are we good on your end? Everything's good? Because I don't see myself on the screen. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to see myself on the screen. Okay. I'm just going to go through this way. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so I was going to take you guys through my house, and I thought, man, I probably dropped the phone or dropped the computer, and then I wasn't going to be able to give you guys all the details on, like, where do you get this stuff? How do I buy this? You know, all the ingredients. So I decided to kind of like go through the rooms in my house and get pictures and get products and be able to put things together kind of like we've been doing in our home for the past 20 years. I want to say 20 years that we've been working on this, because some of you might get this information and you feel like you want to burn your house down. And so, like, don't go burn your house down. But you're going to get some information tonight that's can be overwhelming. I don't want to be overwhelming. I want to bring you peace. I want to give you encouragement. I want you to be empowered. And I think that one of the things that would be really good to get from today and our time together in this webinar is to make a list of things that you really feel like, you know, action steps. And then I would act on 1 to 3 of those things like right away. And then methodically just start working through your list. Some of these things will be easier to transfer over, and some of them will take a little time. You might want to research a little bit more. Some of these things actually take a little bit more money. And so I would just make a list and give yourself time to start working through all of these things and all these different ways that you can actually detox your home. So let's go ahead and get started. We're good to go. And I want to walk through really the State of the Union and why it's so important to detox your home. A couple of the stats on toxins. This top one gets a lot of our attention. Human tests are now showing 100% of human fat is toxic with PCBs, styrene, and dioxins. I want to stay there for just a second and just remind you that toxins actually get hung up in fat cells, because your nerve system is the master system. It's the control system. It's the system that your body will protect at all costs. And so in the process of you exposing yourself to toxins, the more you get, the more exposure you get of toxins, the more fat cells you might be accumulating. And so if you wonder why you're having a hard time losing weight, or maybe you're gaining weight and you don't know why, and you've been doing all kinds of good things that we teach in the office, this might be the reason. It really might be toxins. In my case, I remember that when I had my second baby, I was working out, eating good, and for some reason I was holding on to this fat that I just couldn't get rid of. And I'm going to talk to you guys about a product that we actually started with Max Living. And as soon as I started taking this product called Detox System, it was that product that when I started taking it, I lost 1 pound every day for 10.5 days. And at the end of that 10.5, 11 days, it was like shopping in my closet, because I was able to fit in all my clothes that I wanted to fit in. And the reason was because of toxicity. Next point, USA Today reports average public water contaminated with over 500 chemicals. Guys, this is bad. Our drinking water is bad. If you think about it, Every other person is taking medications, and some of them are taking 12 medications at a time or more. And so that means that every time someone takes medications, your body, when you go to the bathroom, all those medications are going into the toilet, and guess where we get our drinking water from? Sounds kind of gross, right? But that's the truth. And so this is one of the ways that we're getting a lot of chemicals is really because of the medications. And then, of course, the things they're putting in the water to clean the water, chlorine and things like that. So this is another huge component. 100% of humans have toxic DDT contamination, so pesticides, they're in the drinking water. By age 6, some children now have half of their total lifetime amounts of cancer-causing chemicals. Guys, that's by age 6. In fact, over 50% of foods in the U.S. has detectable levels of pesticide residues. 95% of cancers are caused by diet and environmental triggers. Now, one thing I want to point out in that particular stat is if 95% of cancers are caused by diet and lifestyle or environmental triggers, that should encourage you in many ways, because that means that this is stuff you can control. It's not like cancer is coming and landing on you. If it's caused by diet and environmental triggers 95% of the time, then we can do a lot of things to clean that up. And so this is going to be one of those things that we can do to do that. Cancer is now the leading cause of death in children ages 1 through 15. That stat is a super huge concern. And for me, I take that personally, because when my youngest daughter actually, I tested her. We do a type of testing. It's called metabolics testing. And when I did this testing on her, at the age of 3, she had a cancer marker, and she also had a pesticide marker from bug sprays. And so I found that my daughter was building cancer cells because she was sleeping and taking naps in a preschool where they spray these dangerous chemicals, and she was actually getting exposed, and that was actually causing her to build cancer cells. So that's a huge piece, and we're not going to get too much into testing today, but I was super grateful to be able to do that testing, because that's how I was able to find out that that's what was going on with my daughter. Indoor air could be harmful. In fact, indoor air oftentimes is 2 to 5 times higher the pollution, and in some cases 100 times higher the pollution than even outdoors. So right now, super, super huge time where we're actually sheltering in home. I really want to encourage you guys to make sure you're getting outside and you're getting fresh air, because I know a lot of us are at home. We're kind of stuck in our house. Make sure you're getting outside. Super huge, important time, because if you're used to being at a school or being, and being able to get recess and being able to get outside, you want to make sure that you're doing that in this time. Now I want to shift gears and talk about 7 detox pathways. And I want to unpack this a little bit for you, and then I'm going to get into the products for you guys so that you can understand what products you should be and try to switch over to. So your detox pathways, the first detox pathway that your body uses to dump toxins is your skin. There is a huge epidemic of people with skin issues. Eczema is a big one. So we're seeing way more cases of eczema, psoriasis, and skin-related issues that people are having a hard time trying to figure out what is going on. And that's really many times because you've actually been exposed to a toxin, and your body is trying to get rid of it through the skin. So that's a detox pathway that has to be clear. Your second one is your lungs. Your lungs dump toxins. When I tested my daughter, she was 3, and I'll tell you the number one, it's interesting, the only thing that she really had going on was she had phlegm. So she was getting a lot of buildup, and she was just breathing in those chemicals every day, and so she had phlegm. And so sometimes I think people are concerned that they're having allergies, and they start saying things like, well, it must be, the Michigan weather, or it must be the Texas weather, or you just pick whatever state you live in and you kind of blame it on the state. Well, a lot of times it's not the state. It's actually because your detox pathways are not working and you've overloaded the system with too many chemicals. So kind of keep that in mind in the back of your mind when you're thinking about symptoms. Your third detox pathway is your kidney. Got to make sure you're flushing your kidneys. And one of the things I always tell people, to make sure that you're drinking half of your body weight in water in ounces. So if you weigh 100 pounds, then it's 50 ounces that you should be drinking in water every day. So just measure that stuff out and keep track of that. That way you can keep your kidneys dumping toxins and your detox pathway clear. The fourth detox pathway is your colon. If your colon is stopped up and you're constipated, that is a serious, serious situation. You will not dump toxins if you're constipated. In fact, all you're doing is recirculating those toxins back into your system. You have to be having a bowel movement. My husband says it like this. He says 3 trains in and 3 trains out. So if 3 trains come in the station, meaning you eat 3 meals a day, then 3 trains need to leave the station, meaning you should have 3 bowel movements a day. So just keep track of that. Make sure that you're actually having bowel movements every day. This is super huge for your detox pathways. Your lymphatic system, again, is another area. The nerve supply to your lymphatic system comes from your lower part of your neck. We'll talk about your spine and how that affects all these detox pathways toward the end of this. But your lymphatic system dumps toxins. You got to have a clear lymphatic system. Your blood does the same thing. So making sure that the fluids that you're putting in, that you're actually able to, dump them and you have clear fluid. Liver, your major, I'm going to talk about your liver actually in just a second. I spent a little bit of time there because your liver is one of your big detox pathways. And so I want you to visualize that your liver is your main detox pathway. So when you get exposed to toxins, and let's say those toxins are you're self-induced, so you're drinking or you're doing drugs or you're eating crappy food, but some of it you don't realize. So pesticides and insecticides, you're spraying your house for bugs, you're trying to get rid of the bugs, and you don't realize that that's a toxin. Those contaminants have to go through the liver, and they go through 2 phases. I want you to remember these phases because we're going to talk about them for a little bit more before I get into these products that I think you should switch over to. Phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification. Your body has to go through those 2 phases before you can eliminate toxins, primarily through your bowel movements and through your urine. Those 2 phases have required nutrients, that if you don't get those required nutrients, then what happens is, for example, if you don't have the required nutrients that your body needs in phase 1, then you won't go on to phase 2. And if you don't go to phase 2, then that toxin will never leave your body. All it does is recirculate. This is the reason why we see people with melanomas. This is the reason why we see people with fibroids or cysts and tumors, because the body can't dump toxins, so it finds a place for it to hang out, and it forms masses and tumors. So remember these phases. I want to hit on that. Before we go on, I know a lot of people are already freaking out. I can almost feel you guys are like freaking out. Oh my gosh, I'm going to burn my house down. Don't do it. Hang in there. I'm going to give you some solutions as we go along, but I want you to just kind of stick with me in this. I want to just interject here. This is the Detox System product. This is the one that I took where I lost 10.5 pounds over the 10.5 days, and it's really because of toxins. I want to point this out because see those phases 1 and 2? There are 2 steps in this product. Step 1 and step 2. One cleans the cell. There's 2 bottles. One cleans the cell, the other dumps it out of the system. So this is going to be a really important product. That's the reason why we set up a system where you can do 15% off for the next 48 hours. And you'll just have to enter the code here. So just make sure you enter the code, and I'll show you where to do it at the end, Detox 15, okay? So hang in there. This will be one of your action steps. Probably, if some of you are already taking it, then that's not your action step. This is a product that I have not gone without since it started. And my 3-year-old who had the cancer marker, she never goes without it either. My son's in college. He makes sure I send him detox system in college. And so everybody in my family takes this product, very important product to make sure that you're taking to be able to detox your system. All right, so let's go on to the 2 phases and talk about them a little bit more. Xenobiotic just means a chemical, an abnormal chemical, so a bad chemical. Your body has to dump it, and it goes through 2 phases inside the cell. 2 things that are required, zinc and molybdenum. I want to hang out there for just a second and talk about zinc. Right now, we're in the middle of this COVID crisis, and if you haven't been listening or hearing people, they're talking about zinc. That's one of the most important things you can be taking right now, and it's in our detox bundle we talked about last week. Dr. David did a talk on that. You might want to go back and watch that again. Zinc is a really important thing for your body's ability to detoxify and for your immune system to work properly. Molybdenum is a mineral found in our men's and women's multi, and it's a very important mineral that's found in beans. And so just make sure that you're getting, and also in leafy green vegetables. So those are 2 things for the phases. Now, what blocks phase 1? What are the things that we're doing that messes with phase 1? The ability to detoxify is eating this kind of crap, like the standard American diet. Like if you're eating like this, then you're kind of doing it to yourself. And so I want to encourage you, this is a very good time to make sure that you're working on the eating plans that we teach in our office. And if you need help and you have some questions on that, I would post some questions and comments, and actually my team will make sure to get you some resources on some classes that we've done on this as well, okay? Phase 2. So phase 2, the way that works is there's actually a chain of molecules called cytochrome P450. You don't need to memorize that. The important piece about that is that cytochrome P450, it's a system, and what it does is it actually acts as a group of chemicals that are the good guys in your body, combined with nutrients that you take in, the right ones, and what they do is they attach themselves to the toxin, making it increase in size so that then the offending chemical can be dragged out of the system when you urinate and have a bowel movement or when you sweat. So it's a super cool system the way God set it up, and we want to make sure that we're actually giving our body the best chance to be able to do that. The other piece to keep in mind is if you are in an environment where you are constantly being bombarded with chemicals all the time, or maybe you're learning that you are just from listening to this talk right now. If you're in an environment where you're constantly being bombarded with chemicals, your body only has so much glutathione that it makes naturally, then you want to take the detox system product that we are talking about, because you need extra help sometimes if you're bombarding the system with chemicals. Maybe you're a teacher and you're in a sick building. Maybe you have a job where maybe you clean houses, or maybe you haven't switched your own cleaners at home. Maybe you work in a hair salon and you're around a lot of chemicals in a hair salon. Wherever it is, keep in mind you could be building up chemicals, and once you use up your glutathione, it's gone. You got to rebuild again. So your body has to be able to be given the goods to be able to rebuild this stuff, so it drags it out. So remember, let's go back through again. Toxins go through phase 1 and phase 2, and you have to have the right nutrients and the right vitamins to be able to dump these toxins so that your bowels and your urine can dump those toxins. The other piece I want to just touch on too before we get too far down is I want to just talk about, most of the time, this happens a lot. People don't even realize they breathe or they touch these chemicals. And you can get an increasing number of chemicals and not really realize it. And that can actually, create a problem with your ability to be able to dump toxins, and it can block the phase 2 blockers, so phase 1 and phase 2, and recirculate through the system. This is a good example I think many of you can probably relate to. And I would encourage you to go around and look at your vents in your house to make sure you don't have mold around the vents. Because if that mold is around the vents, you're just blowing that through the house. You combine that, with new carpet or some sort of home remodel, And then right now, everyone's so insane with bleaching everything, which is super, super toxic. Like, please don't use bleach, guys. That is so caustic and very, very toxic. But you combine those three things right there, and that is a recipe for migraines and fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome and multiple sclerosis and rheumatoid arthritis, you name it. It's a recipe for disaster. Now, why is everyone not affected equally? Because everyone's doing different things with their diet, right? Everyone actually is taking different medications. Your environment is different. And so you have your own individual ability to dump toxins. That's why two people can walk down the aisle at the grocery store, and it's the cleaning aisle, and one person gets a migraine and the other person has no idea, what the issue is. It's because you have your own toxic load that you've been building up with all the exposures that you have all day, and toxicity causes chronic illness. Toxicity causes chronic illness. So many of you are going around with a diagnosis that you feel like you can't get over, and this is one of the major causes that you can heal if you just know what it is and then know what things you need to switch out and trade out. Also, an increase in exposure to toxins creates an increased nutritional need, as well as bad nutrition creates another exposure. So we really want to make sure we're looking at our nutrition now more than ever, especially in this crisis. So signs of toxicity, if you're not sure, signs of toxicity, weight gain. If you're that person's like, I've gained all this weight, I have no idea why I'm gaining weight. I can't seem to lose it like I was when I, pregnant with after I had my second baby. Unexplained fatigue, allergies. Your allergies might not actually be pollen related. It might actually be because you loaded yourself full of toxins and your detox pathways don't work anymore. Again, digestive problems, headaches, thyroid dysfunction, hormone deficiencies. Your body toxins are stored in fat cells. And if your toxins are in fat cells, then you're also going to trash your hormones. So you want to look at and kind of pay attention to if your hormones are out of balance. It could be because of toxicity. I want to just give you a little visual of what happens with the fat cells. So we've got fat cells that don't detoxify on the left, creating the cellulite appearance in the skin that we hate, and then toxins that do detoxify, or fat cells that are dumping toxins, creating nice smooth skin. So some of you, this is an issue, like the skin. You can see it in the skin. You're getting, bad looking cellulite looking skin, and that's really because of toxins that are trapped in the fat cells. Nasty picture, huh? I don't like it either. All right, let's get into the products. And what I want to tell you here is I just want to say that you might have some things that you love that I'm not aware of. This is a list, but it's not it's not everything. And you might find some things that you've been using that as we go through this list and we talk about the toxic top 6, it doesn't have the toxic top 6 in there, but it could be another product. So I'm happy for you to just list it, and we can share. I mean, that's what we're doing together. So I want to go through babies and toddlers right now. Remember, with kids, we said you're by the age of 6, you have more than half of your toxic load of chemicals that you should ever get exposed to. Like, you're loaded up by age 6. Again, this is why there's so many cancer cases, and that's the number one death in kids is cancer. So, and it's preventable, so be encouraged. So let's get into kids. When we look at kids, a couple things, we want to make sure that we're paying attention to is we're putting stuff on their skin. So this is a bath gel cleansing for the bathtub. And so you want to pay attention to essential oils are really good, but you're paying attention to no synthetic perfumes, no artificial colors, no toxic ingredients, things like that. You can get these things. I want you to pay attention on the screen. You can see the product on the top right, like the name of it, and on the bottom right, you'll be able to see on your screen, that's on my screen, you should be able to see where you can order some of this stuff. So we carry, we actually have a store at Herb Family Wellness, and you'll be able to, I'll show you how to get there. You go to Herb Family Wellness, and you can click on the store button, and then scroll through all of our affiliate links, and just click on Young Living, and you can place your order. So some of these places you'll be able to have a link for it, and other places you'll have to find at the grocery store. So I'm trying to give you a couple different ways to be able to find these things. Toothpaste. So I can get a little bit riled up over toothpaste with babies. When my son was a little one and got his teeth, we went to a dentist that told us, she was a pediatric dentist, and she said, don't brush your son's teeth. Just use warm water and a toothbrush. Yeah, so a new parent, I didn't know any better. So the next time I went in, she ensured that my son had 8 cavities. Awesome. That was not my proudest parent moment, I will tell you that. But I've learned a lot since then, and my son has forgiven me. But keep in mind, you want to brush your kids' teeth, but don't use toxic ingredients. You'll notice on this product it's fluoride-free, so pay attention to fluoride-free stuff and the ingredients on there. You can get this at most health food stores. We can get, in our area, we've got a Natural Grocers, a Sprouts. So whatever state you're in, you can get it at most health food stores. Baby Ganix is another really good product that I want you to pay attention to a couple of the toxic top 6. It says formulated without. You might make a list of this at home so that when you go in your own personal care products, you start making a list of these things and you start looking to see which products you need to get rid of and which ones you need to switch out. So parabens, sulfates, phthalates, that comes from plastics. Can you believe it? Plastics is in this bubble bath. Mineral oil petrolatum, so that's like Vaseline. And then artificial fragrances or dyes. So pay attention to a couple of those things. I'm going to give you a couple others as we go along that are on the toxic top 6. Sodium lauryl sulfate is another one, so write that one down. It says sulfates, but sodium lauryl sulfate I want you to pay attention to. Propylene glycol, pay attention to that one. And then we have parabens there. Formaldehyde and triclosan. Write those down. I would kind of make a list of those. Maybe somebody can write them in the comment section on there. Those are the ones that we want to make sure that we're paying attention to when we're going through our house and cleaning it out and detoxifying our home. So again, this is a really good bubble bath. The last thing you want to do, guys, is put your baby, your beautiful, precious baby, in hot water, warm water, and then you dilate all the blood vessels. So when you dilate all the blood vessels, that means they're open. And then you take a chemical that is a baby wash and you put it on their skin, and it goes straight into their skin and straight into their liver. The last thing you want to do. We'll talk about the water too. Like, last thing you want to do is put your baby, your precious baby, in a bathtub full of, toxic water. So we'll talk about that here in just a second as well. This is an awesome product line called Primally Pure. I'm going to talk about it and I'll show you some of the ingredients as well. So this Primal Pure is a product line for the little ones, for your babies. There is baby powder. So baby powder without talc, which is toxic. Then they have baby oil, which is fabulous for cradle cap. And they also have this baby balm that's really good for diaper rashes, and then also can be used for nursing moms for nipples, cracked nipples with nursing. And so another really good product for that. And then the goat milk soap is just really gentle, and it lasts a really long time. So you can see in here the ingredients, like all organic, all these wonderful oils and grass-fed cows you can see in there. So wonderful ingredients. Again, you can get this at primallypure.com, and I'm going to show you some other things you can get from them as well later. Personal care products, we'll get into that right now. So you're gonna want to go through your cabinets and just look through your stuff. But some of the things that are real easy to pick up is you can switch. This could be one of your 3. You know, maybe one of them, if you're not already taking the detox system, another one would be like your soap. So you're in a shower and you're dilating your blood vessels, your skin's nice and hot, and then you're wiping on toxic soap on you, and it's just being absorbed. So soap is a really easy thing you can do right away. Again, this is Dr. Bronner's, and you'll see certified fair trade ingredients in here. I love it. Organic coconut oil, palm oil, all these wonderful things to put on your skin. You can get this at the health food store. We picked this one up at Sprouts in our area. Next one that's huge. I want to talk about this one for just a second. So toothpaste, okay? So one of the things that as I am kind of walking you through and looking at ingredients and paying attention to the toxic top 6, I want to encourage you to keep looking as you buy these products. Keep looking. When you go into the stores and you're looking, you know, you might find something that you really love and you trust, but then the company could get bought out by another company that their goal was to capitalize on your brand loyalty with an organic product. So, but then they actually don't keep with the ingredients and they start putting crap in them again. I found this out the hard way when I was at the grocery store here, and I was looking for toothpaste. If you guys remember, some of you might be even using Tom's toothpaste. And I remember going in, getting some deodorant or toothpaste, and I looked at the ingredients and it had aluminum in it. It was deodorant. And then I looked at the toothpaste and it had propylene glycol and a bunch of other stuff in it that's on the toxic top 6. What happened was keep on, even though I'm showing you these things, keep checking ingredients, okay? Keep doing that just to protect yourself and your home. You can get this at the health food store as well. Another really good product, Hemp 360 is a great company with, there's a whole women's like a skincare line. You can use the facial cleanser. They have the bentonite plus tea tree oil cleanser, and then they have the mud. I'm going to show you kind of the next thing here. You can kind of see they're all over mud facial serum and their skin repair lotion. I like this guy's one as well. What you'll notice here in the guy's one is the shaving, shampoo, and body wash. And then I think the next one is deodorant as well. Guys are so much lower maintenance than us. I will just say that. But another really good product for guys, Hemp 360. You can see all the ingredients on there, essential oils and hemp oil and things like that. So another great one. This is a great product line for shampoo, conditioner. I have patients all the time ask me about hairspray, and they actually have a hairspray. So look for that. And you can see on there, again, another list of no formaldehyde, no propylene glycol, no parabens, no phthalates, no DEA. Maybe take a picture of that slide just so you can go back and look in your personal care products at things that you're using, your shampoo, your conditioners, your hairsprays, things like that, and just start transferring over. You might take a couple things and transfer by. So switch your shampoo and conditioner. That might be a first action step for you. And again, start do 1 to 3 things that you can do to actually transfer over to actually get you started right out of the gates, but make a list for the rest. You can get this at the health food store. Alba, I love their products. So but I'll watch them and I'll keep my eyes on them, just like Tom's, because you'll want to watch to make sure that, you know, you might love something and they might start having toxic ingredients. So these guys don't have parabens, phthalates, or sulfates in them. They have a shampoo, conditioner. They also have stuff you can use for being out in the sun. And I'll show you lip chapstick and stuff like that as well too. So you can get that at the local health food store. Now, for those of you who are trying to find organic makeup, this is a really good product line, Well People, and it is Environmental Working Group verified, EWG. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a very important company that verifies that things don't have toxins in them. And so you might use them as a resource and maybe subscribe to their little newsletters that they send out. But this product line, Brenna uses this product line. Sometimes when you buy organic makeup, I've found that it doesn't work, or you spend all this money and it just smears off, or it wipes off really easily. So that's kind of the downfall for some of the organic makeups out there. But Brenna uses this product line and she loves it. And again, this is free of the parabens, the phthalates, the sulfates, and the propylene glycol. So you can get this at Target and wellpeople.com. And so I like that they're starting to sell this at Target as well. Prelude V, we love Prelude V. I'm going to just show you the image right there. This is a family that started out in Max Living, under Max Living care, like in one of our offices, and just saw the need out there and started developing their own product line. And so every time I see them, they've got something new. My husband loves this. He uses this on his skin, on his knees. He's always kneeling down with adjusting. I know Rebecca in our office loves their product. So this is a really good, again, product line that's helpful. And look at the ingredients. I mean, just beautiful, all essential oils, all natural ingredients, just a very few ingredients. And you can get it at preludv.com, or if you ever come to our makeover events, we do those 3 times a year, and they're usually at the event. So for Mary Kay, those of you who are Mary Kay lovers, guess what? Mary Kay has come out with her own natural line, skincare line. This is exciting. In fact, I love Mary Kay, the company in general. Just I love Mary Kay and what she stands for and how much she loves the Lord. And so one of the things that's really cool about this product line is she didn't do anything that really isn't top notch. The agency that they use to scrutinize their products is more strict than even in the United States. It's called Eco Certification, and Eco Cert they actually certify with much stricter standards than in the United States. One thing that's really cool about that is that sometimes you'll get like organic product ingredients, but then their shipping or their packaging is horrible. And so what they've done is they've actually made sure that they source, process, manufacture, and package their ingredients to be all natural as well. So really cool, exciting news about Mary Kay. They're getting on board and joining and really taking it to the next level. So Julia Mundy, love her. She's fabulous. And let me tell you, she'll make you look good too. So check out Julia Mundy if you need any help here in your local. Otherwise, find someone that's nearby you. Actually, I think she can help anybody, but I would check out Julia Mundy at Mary Kay. The next one, Pure Protection. So this is, again, another family that is a patient in our office and started this product line because they saw a need. And so they started a deodorant line, which my husband actually took his finger at a seminar and ate the ingredients to show how natural it is, how pure it is. There's only a couple of ingredients in here. And so this is the deodorant my husband uses. And again, sometimes the issue with using organic is that it doesn't work. Well, this does work. So I can attest to you, I know that that works, but I know that some things out there, you know, they're organic, but they just don't work. So this is another really good product line. You can get that at Pure Protection Products as well. This is another product that is again by Primally Pure, that same company for the baby product line. And I love how it's got activated coconut charcoal. So charcoal's been becoming really popular, and if you noticed in here, charcoal is the main ingredient there. It's becoming really popular. Have it in toothpaste, things like that. So again, tallow from grass-fed cows, another really good deodorant product line. Primally Pure. Dr. Bronner's and Alba. So lip balms, make sure you're not putting toxic stuff on your lips as well. I love, I'll use the Alba. I don't like putting organic stuff on and then it makes my lips all dried out. And so I love that this product line does not do that. So, all right, you can see all the ingredients on there. They're awesome. Go back and I would look through those again, but just take a picture for yourself and look through your own things. This is an awesome find. For those of you using regular tampons, I have found more women than I care to count that actually have been using tampons that you just bought at the grocery store or bought at the drugstore that, keep in mind, are being sprayed with chemicals. Monsanto did not forget the cotton, like sprayed the cotton full of chemicals. And so then what you're doing is you're taking those chemicals and you're putting them inside your body and your body is absorbing them. This is one of the reasons why I had a patient actually who she never had a normal period. And as soon as she changed her tampons, periods normalized. Literally within 1 month, she noticed a difference. So I learned that you can actually get, Lola is actually going to start being sold at Target. And I think Cora is being sold, I forget where Cora is being sold, but it's maybe it's Walmart. Cora's Walmart and Target. Maybe Brenna, you can post. I can't remember where this one is. That's a new find, kind of coming to a Target near you. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Love this. Let's get into kitchen and cleaning. And looking at those products in your kitchen that can create a lot of toxins, that's going to be your big one. Okay, so the pans that you are cooking on, when you cook on pans that are toxic, you're just heating up your food and you're causing the chemicals in the pans to get into your food, and then you're eating it. It's going in your body. So if you're not sure, I would get your pans tested. This is made from 316 titanium stainless steel. I actually had all of my pans tested. If you go to Herb Family Wellness in our store, you can go to the affiliates Food Saved Me and you can schedule a where they will cook for you, or they will actually do, right now they're doing webinars, but they'll show you how to test your pans. I had my stainless steel that I thought was good. I had the heavy pans. What are those heavy, the ones that you want to break your wrist? What the heck is it? Anyway, the heavy pans that you use at home that everybody thinks is safe. I had a couple different kinds that I thought I got from good sources, and they were not good. So make sure you get your pans tested and that you're getting good stuff. This is an investment, so put that on your list, but get tested first. That way you can kind of put that through your checklist. Now, Thieves love this product line. This is Young Living, and we recommend their entire line. They have a cleaning line. You can go to our store, go to Young Living, and just order the whole cleaning line bundle. We love their dish soap. If you have a whole house water filtration system, you won't even need to use their minimum small amount. But what you'll do is you'll take that cleaner. This is what we use in our office. So all of our tables, our traction units, our patients, our hand sanitizers, they have a hand sanitizer that does not have triclosan in it. triclosan. C-L-O-S-A-N, triclosan. So this is what we use in all of our offices. And so you want to make sure that you're getting good stuff, and cleaning supply is super important. Imagine wiping off your countertop and you put your food on top of it, and then that bleach goes, you're using that toxic stuff, it goes right into your food, and then you eat it. Like super, super toxic. So this is something really simple, a really good action step that's real simple that you can do straight out of the gates. And you can make sure to protect your family. So I was looking back at this cast iron. I had cast iron pans. Ooh, my cast iron pans were bad. I tested mine, you guys. Oh my gosh, they were so bad. So I want to hit on that as well. Now, let's go to another cleaner. So if you're like us and we're waiting, we ran out, because right now we're in the middle of this COVID crisis, and so we ran out of stuff, so we're using it for our patients. You want another alternative, this Myers you can get at your local store. And again, great product line. You can use the soap, the hand soap. You can use the dish soap. You can use the cleaning for the countertops and surface scrubs as well. And recycling packaging, I love their product. All essential oils, really great. You can get that from any local store. This is another really cool product line, Force of Nature. What they do is they take salt, vinegar, and water with electricity, and that becomes your new cleaning agent, multi-purpose cleaning agent. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, all we used was like those basic ingredients there. And so if you want to know that what you are cleaning with, that you can see it, you make it yourself, this is an awesome way. You take those little pods and you just put it in there and you mix it, and it's your own little, it's called Force of Nature. It's your own little cleaner. So you can get it at forceofnatureclean.com. Again, another great product line for cleaning as well. Thieves. I want to touch on Young Living Thieves. Getting this startup bundle, really important. We use essential oils for everything. And I have a lot of patients that are really, really good with this. Some are better than others. But what I love, like you can see the white thing in the background, the diffuser, that you can put oils in, drops in that, and let the diffuser run. I love to use and make up my own, like get a small container, put coconut oil in it, and put lavender drops in that. And that's really good to soothe skin issues, like on your kids. I love to also take the peppermint oil, and if your nose is stuffy, just put that right on your nostrils. You can put it on your temples if you have a headache. I love the Thieves for lots of reasons. There's a clove oil as well, but Thieve and clove's really good for infections in your teeth. If you've got something in there, just put it on your nerves, the actual root of the tooth. That's really good. The Stress Away Ball. There's just so many things I can't say enough about getting this. I think everybody should have a startup kit for that at home as well. So for your veggie spray, you can get this product, and it'll save you money. If you don't want to buy those little spray bottles at the store, you can get this, and you can actually mix it yourself, and it'll last a really long time. And that way you know what the ingredients are. You might want to take a picture of this right here. The water, distilled white vinegar, baking soda, and then these 20 drops of this grapefruit seed extract. Really, really good. And it's like making your own cleaner for your veggies, and make sure that you're not getting those in your body. You can get this in a health food store as well. I want to hang here for just a second on your pans, or on like your containers, and just talk about phthalates. Phthalates. I've been seeing more and more. I just had a test come across my desk on Friday of a patient who had phthalate toxicity. And guys, this is happening more and more because the plastic container and heat it in the microwave. First of all, microwaves are horrible. They really destroy your food. But second of all, you're actually just leaching chemicals from the plastic into your food. So I would make sure that you're getting glass containers, and you're actually putting your food in glass containers, and you're taking that around with you, like when you pack your lunch and things like that. So touching on laundry, with laundry, I'm glad we have this picture in here on purpose. I wanted to show you a front loader. So this is a washer and dryer that's called a front loader. So that means that it opens from the front. And I cannot say enough very bad things about front loaders because I had one. And I actually did this entire Facebook thing about all these different products, and every single person that had the same exact front loader that I had, they all had the same problem I had. And so what happens with these front loaders is mold gets trapped in there. And then what you do is you take your clothes out and you're just putting mold on you, and you're breathing it in, all the chemicals. You're blowing it around the house when you fold your clothes. Like, it's like your whole house gets full of mold. And I can smell mold a mile away. My husband will tell you. And so I wanted to burn all of our clothes because this stupid front loader. I moved into this new house and I had a top loader, and I moved into this new house and I had a countertop, wouldn't allow me to open the top. So I went against my better judgment and got a front loader and regretted it. And then promptly had someone come in and take the countertop out and get a front load or top loader. So I really want to encourage you guys, watch this, because that'll be another major issue. Dryer sheets, get rid of them. They're super toxic, and this is so easy. Get you some dryer balls. This will last you forever. And take those essential oils I showed you. Just put a couple of drops in there if you want your sheets to smell like lavender. This is beautiful. It makes everything smell whatever the smell of the essential oil is. And it keeps you from having static issues as well. You can get those on Amazon. This is the other thing that I have in my washing machine. It's called Eco Laundry System. And this actually puts ozone into the water that's washing your clothes. Now, I will tell you that I have friends that have this, and they do not use laundry detergent at all. So you can actually get rid of, my friends have actually stopped using laundry detergent completely, and they literally only use this ozone, and it becomes the thing that actually cleans their clothes. So you can kind of see, you can maybe look it up yourself and kind of see how you can save money that way. Because I just went through the recent issue with the whole mold, I'm not there yet, but give me a little time. Anyway, I love this, and it puts ozone on your clothes. It takes it another level, because you don't want to put your clothes on your skin or on your baby and create skin-related issues. Sometimes the skin issues that you have is because of your laundry. So pay attention to that and your little ones as well. And you can get that on Amazon as well. This will kind of get everybody shocked a little bit. This is actually an EMF meter model. And so you want to just recognize that electromagnetic frequency is the source of and part of a perfect storm for many of you who are dealing with MS, autoimmune disorders of all kinds, rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia. This is just a huge, huge reason why people are having a lot of issues, is because of EMFs. You can take this and put it next to your microwave, and it's not even on, and you can see how much EMF is coming off. And then you can turn it on and keep stepping away, and it'll shock you how far away you can get, and it's still actually putting out EMFs. So when you put food in the microwave, or in our case, all we put is our actual hot pack in the microwave. It's rice, and you put that in the microwave, it'll totally, you gotta get away from that. Get far away from that because of the EMF reader. Now, this is a huge thing. So EMFs, one thing also, you want to get those smart readers out of your house. We actually did not have a smart meter on our house. And just recently they came out and put a smart meter on our house. And my husband was like, we're not get that out of here. And they actually told us that they were going to charge us every month now for a meter reading, rather than just having the smart meter on our house. So look into that, because this is sometimes a huge source of major migraines, and we see a lot of health-related issues, Lyme's disease, you name it, just a lot of issues. You want to make sure you go around your house and check this stuff. This is also why you don't want to have your cell phone next to your head in your bed at night. So get that cell phone out of your bedroom and go plug it in another room, charge it, turn it off, like get it out. Also, why you want to turn your Wi-Fi off in your house at night. You don't need that Wi-Fi on. You don't need to be sleeping in Wi-Fi. So this is something, it'll shock you. I think it's just under $200, but you can get this on Amazon as well, and go through your house and you won't believe how this is actually creating so many serious and dangerous health problems in so many different areas. This is a laundry detergent. I love Norwex, so this is what I'm using right now. Again, I have that eco-friendly ozone thing, but I love Norwex. So if you know somebody that does Norwex, like hook up with somebody that does Norwex, and this is the detergent that I actually like to use. I don't have any mold smell anymore. Praise God. In your household, I get questions all the time on what kind of mattress should I use. And mattresses can off-gas formaldehyde forever. So you want to pay attention. You don't want to put a mattress in your little baby crib that off-gases formaldehyde. You want to make sure that you're getting good mattresses. I have 4 of these in my home, Mountain Air Organic, and you can actually kind of research this. They're on my store, so you can go on Earth Family Wellness and look at the store and look at Mountain Air Organic mattresses. It's a great place. No toxic chemicals. Again, I have 4 of these in my house. In fact, I have one of these in my guest room, and maybe that was a mistake because people don't ever want to leave. So the really good organic mattresses. Another really good thing to have in your home is these homes air purification. I have one of these in every bedroom in my house, and it cleans your air. You get one of these, put it in one room, in 1 week, you can't believe what it filtered as opposed to you filtering. So if you've got issues with asthma or allergies, you will be shocked at how much air purification this does and how much you're actually not having to actually filter with your own lungs. So really, really important unit, get those. Greenfield Naturals Whole House Filtration. We actually have a house filtration system in our home, and one of the best things we ever did. So this is an investment. I think we spent about $2,500 to get a whole house system. Put this down. You can also get systems that are for your shower or for your bathtub, or you can get them for just your sink. Like if you are living in a place that you are not really able to invest, you can get the portable units or the under the sink units just for your drinking water. But I highly recommend this. It gets rid of all these chemicals, and it's third-party tested for this. So, you know, these are dangerous. I mean, I test for this stuff in my office all the time, and I'm seeing people sick for this exact reason. So you want to make sure you look into that kind of stuff. You can find them on our website, Earth Family Wellness, and click on the store and see them in there as well. I know you guys are drinking wine, so let's get a good wine. This is clean crafted, grown naturally and bottled consciously as nature intended. So you'll love this. This is a great place to be able to get sustainable organic wine with biodynamic farming methods. So look at that. Again, that's in our store. You can get these. Love this wine. It's really, really good product line. Outdoor and pests, we're almost done. Hang in there, you guys are being really patient, and we're almost done. The last piece, last couple pieces for outdoor, saltwater pool, and get rid of the chlorine. We were told that it was too expensive to switch our pool over, and we found out later that that's actually because the pool company doesn't really want you to do it because they'll lose money. It's actually pretty cheap to do a saltwater pool. You will have to have somebody monitor it, but it doesn't cost anywhere near what a chlorinated pool costs. And chlorine, you know, this is the reason why, you know, if you were on the swim team, your hair's all brittle and nasty, your skin's all dried out, because that's what chlorine does. It's caustic. And putting salt in the water is actually makes your skin soft. It doesn't destroy your hair. It doesn't destroy your body. So switch that out. That's another really important thing to do. Couple things for dogs, enzymes for dogs. Again, looking at organic enzymes for dogs. And then enzymes.com. This is a great product line for dogs that you can help with flea and tick. You can do it in your yard. You can put it on the dog and you use it in your home, 100% natural. Wonder side, you can use that. A lot of people like diatomaceous earth. Just be careful you don't breathe it in, okay? So, and I even heard like Dr. Chris actually, and I know a lot of people do this where they put it in their dog food. I don't know if you dog trainers or vets like that, but this is the kind of stuff that I've heard. And I know that it kills bugs. So if you have bugs like fleas, people have fleas in your house, put it in your carpet. Helps to kill those. And even cockroaches, there's a couple things for cockroaches. Rather than spraying your house and making yourself sick, this is a natural way to do it. Same thing with boric acid. You can put that around your house for cockroaches. Leave it there for like a week and then vacuum it all up and it won't hurt your animals. You can get that at local stores. So I want to make sure you guys understand. We talked about those 7 detox pathways. Sometimes your detox pathways can be hindered and not work because your nerve system is not clear. So for those of you who have never had your spine checked, you want to make sure that you get into a Max Living office. We only have 2 offices local here, one in Capel, one in Southlake. But get in an office that can check your spine because those detox pathways, remember we talked about your lymphatic system, we talked about your colon, we talked about your kidneys, we talked about all those detox pathways, your skin. If you don't have a clear nerve supply, then you're going to have trouble detoxing. And if you get in a chemical or toxic environment, then you're going to be, it's a recipe for sickness, guys. So this is a huge, huge action step. This might be one of your 3, just getting yourself checked, getting your nerve system checked to make sure that your detox pathways are open. Some of those warning signs we talked about with constipation, with menstrual issues, like I talked about with the tampons, the patient with tampons, eczema with skin. These are some of the warning signs that you can have if your spine is not functioning the way that it's supposed to. Your spine and nerve system is your master system. And your body actually has to have a clear channel to be able to heal and function the way God designed you. So you want to make sure it's clear, get your spine checked. To do that, it's pretty simple. That's kind of one of our office locations. Taking the first step, just schedule that appointment. I'm going to give you an opportunity right now. For those of you who have not done this yet, this is a very, very solid first step. All you have to do, it's a 30-minute appointment. It's $50. You're going to get everything you need for that appointment to get evaluated. You can just click on the appointment, click on the date, and then click on the time, and then choose your office. You'll see there's 2 different office locations, and then the best phone number to reach you at, and we'll be able to get you guys in for one of those times. This is me adjusting. And then I just want to walk you through just how our office is customized. Our care is customized. So when patients come in, we check you to fix what you've got going on is a customized process. And so these are some of the things that we take people through to correct their spine. It is top-notch, one of the best things, one of the most important things you can do to be able to detoxify properly. So we want to detox your home, and maybe one of your action steps is to make sure you get your spine checked so that your detox pathways are working. Now, to go to the store, all those affiliate links we talked about earlier, you just go to Herb Family Wellness, you click on the store, and what you'll notice is you can actually see all the affiliates in there. So Food Save Me, Young Living, Greenfield Naturals for the water filtration, Scout and Cellar. You can click on them, do a little research, place your orders, and you can even post questions below so we can kind of guide you a little bit along. For those of you who are like, I am ready to pick up that detox, that's one of my action steps. There's the product, very easy. You just go into the store here, and you actually can see how you'll choose add to the cart to get that coupon, the 15% off today. It's good for 2 days, so 24 hours. You can get that 15% off. Again, that's my one action step that I did to be able to dump toxins. And for me, I lost 1 pound a day every day for 10 and a half days. And like I said, it was like going shopping in my closet because I was able to fit in all my clothes again. So, and the last piece I want to hit you guys with before I open for questions is we have an event that we're doing in 2 weeks, and it's called Max Immunity. And it'll be, again, a webinar format until we can open up and we can actually have some of these things online. We'll probably still do webinars. I think we're getting folks, like some of my friends are on that are from Michigan. I'm getting friends that are in different states that are not local. So we'll probably do both in the office and outside. But again, keep your eyes peeled on Facebook and YouTube. We'll be doing that coming up soon. Do we have any questions? Awesome. No other questions. Okay. So if you guys have questions or comments, I would, just type them in the chat bar. And I hope this helped you guys and blessed you and encouraged you. I want it to be an encouragement and be empowered so you can walk away and know that you actually can be well, you can be healthy. So bless you guys. Take those 1 to 3 action steps and detox your home. So we'll talk to you soon. Bless you.